Muslim apologists or Dawagandists make this statement all the time, that Islam means submission to God, and Muslim means one who submits to the will of God. And using this very vague and ambiguous definition, they claim all people from Adam, and Abraham and Moses and all prophets, even Jesus, were Muslim, and their religion is Islam. I would argue that the definition they use is not just vague and ambiguous, but dishonest and deceitful, in their effort to lump together all people under Islam, to show that Islam is the best religion, and to show Islam has been around since the beginning. They commit what is called equivocation fallacy. Equivocation is the deliberate use of vague or ambiguous language, with the intent of deceiving others, or avoiding commitment to a specific stance. They make a definition using a word or phrase with multiple meanings, while ignoring the fact that it has multiple meanings, in this case as the word God. Muslims have very specific nature and attributes of their God, which can be very different in other worldview or religion. But in their equivocation fallacy, they force their definition of God to all other theistic religions, ignoring theological context within each religion. All theistic religions believe in the existence of God, but the meaning of God in each religion can be completely different. Take for instance the Aztec religion. Aztec people believe in God. They submit to the will of their God, to the point they would sacrifice themselves in human sacrifice ritual to please their God. Are they Muslim because they submit to God? Of course not. The Aztec people would refuse to be called Muslims, and Muslims will also deny the Aztecs are Muslims. Now let's consider Abraham and Moses and all prophets. They all worship and submit to God whose holy name is Yahweh. This name has theological and historical significance, and there is no record he ever changed his holy name to Allah, which is the name of God in Islam, the God of Muslims. Yahweh is described as a holy God. Abraham and Moses and all prophets would not worship and submit to a God that has a heaven full of perpetual virgins for pleasure. Yahweh is spirit, and can reveal himself in human form. Yahweh is also described as personal and immanent God. He can be known, he is a father for Israel, and he can enter creation to dwell in the midst of his people on earth. This description is so different than the God of Muslims. So, how can Abraham and Moses and all prophets submit and worship such a different God from Allah, and become Muslims at the same time? Can we see now, their definition of Islam and Muslim that they try to shove down our throats, is flawed and fallacious. Muslims, you need to make a better, more precise and more honest definition. Stop deceiving people.